Alright guys, how's it going? I just came back from Fins. I'm currently in Bali with my sister in Canggu at the moment, staying in Canggu. I am filming a vlog separate from this video, but the reason I wanted to film this video is to really go in depth on this one thing, ultimately because of the fact that today is the 31st of July and it's currently 11:43 p.m. I am gonna go to sleep soon, so I'm gonna film a really quick video. But one thing that I always like to do when it comes to a new month approaching, when it comes to being able to give myself this time to reflect, it's being able to overlook what I've done within this past month, since in this case, in this month of July, and how I'll be able to improve in the month of August and what visions I have for the month of August, right? So I don't know, like I came here to Bali to really get a better understanding of like my long-term visions, because I'm kind of debating between moving eventually once I graduate between Bali, staying in Thailand, or going to Dubai. I am going to Dubai in October, but I decided to come to Bali with my sister to explore the vibe here. So far, I've loved it. And we've got the beautiful pool in the back, and you know, like we landed kind of late. We barely had any sleep, so being able to go out, explore a little bit, and come back to have some reflection on my work, get some good sleep, and come back tomorrow even more refreshed in a new month is kind of like my favorite way to do it. And being able to film a video like this to go over everything and kind of bring you guys along with me is gonna be great. So I'm not sure if I had mentioned somewhere within my short form content or in one of my other YouTube videos that within the past 4 weeks, maybe a little bit over in the past 4 weeks, that I was able to close $10,000 in deals, which was absolutely true. I had some complications with a client where essentially this has happened to me like 3 times already, which is like kind of like okay on my end. I would rather not deal with it, but it's just like nothing for me to do. I've had clients send me the deposit, pay for the deposit, and not pay the rest and ghost me, which is like kind of funny, but it's what happened again this month, and that's what's prevented me to actually get to $8,500 cash collected and $10,000 in deals closed. But it's all good, you know. It allows me to get that reflection on how I can do even better. And basically, to give you guys an overview, so just to give you guys a little bit of an overview, essentially I had closed around 4 deals, which rounds up to $10,000, which counts right as closed deals. But I had one client who ended up ghosting me after paying the deposit. So the deals closed in the past 4 weeks went from 10K to 8.5, which kind of sucked, but it's all good. You know, it allows me to improve even better. And with that, I've been able to actually get the real numbers now. And essentially in the past 4 weeks, I've been able to bring in $6,250 cash collected for my business and a little bit over $8,000 in closed deals for my online coaching business at 16 years old. I know for a fact that the version of me a year ago would have been super shocked to see me in this position. Like I'm in Bali right now, I'm in Canggu with my sister during summer, bringing in $6,000 in 4 weeks, right? Like I'm telling you guys, it took me a year and a half to save that amount from endless work. When I was running my content agency, that was the case, right? I was just doing infinite work, barely bringing in anything, and it took me around a year and a half to save up $6,000. And I invested that into myself. I invested that into learning more about how I could actually go all in on this online coaching business of mine. And it's just crazy to think that I've been able to cash collect the same amount in the past 4 weeks that I struggled to save up for a whole year and a half. Like that's truly how incredible this transformation has been. And I even want to show you guys like the Stripe right now. You guys can make the calculations with this. I'm obviously hiding the credit card numbers, but yeah. It's actually even a little bit over $6,250. It's $6,500. So, I mean, like, again, it's just kind of crazy to think that I've made it all the way here, you know. Like I'm obviously nowhere where I want to be, but if you look all the way back in my videos when I was first cold calling, when I was first signing my first SMMA client and all of these different things, it's been a long journey ahead. And honestly, my passion is just being able to document everything as I progress even more, even if I'm in this position right now where I'm able to enjoy some fruits of my labor. But I obviously want to humble myself a lot, because even though I was able to bring in 6,500 cash and 8,000 or like over $8,000 in deals, the reason I wasn't at 10K is fully because of me. I understand that I have absolutely everything I need. Sorry, I'm just trying to use my computer for the light. I understand that I have absolutely everything I need in order to actually get to that 10K per month cash collected goal. I'm nearly there in terms of closed deals, but I don't even want to have that idea in my head anymore. I don't even want to have that comfort. I just want to be blunt with myself in understanding that I had a goal to get to 10K a month and I wasn't able to get there. Even though, yeah, 6,500 is good, I still had that goal to get there, and the reason I wasn't able to get there is fully because of me, right? And the reason was because that one client who was supposed to actually bring in the remaining investment to round that cash collected up to 8,500, that got me comfortable, because it gave me the idea and the impression that, oh, you know, I'm gonna be bringing in 8,500 cash collected at 16, like that's insane. And even that slight pullback completely, utterly decreased my potential. And that was because I got comfortable. That was because I saw that what I had was enough and that I didn't need to do more, or that I had to save my leads for next month so that I could actually bring in a consistent amount, right? And I don't think that's a good mindset to have at all, because being able to have consistent systems is one thing, and pulling away because you think you have enough is another thing, right? And I truly don't think that was a good mindset on my behalf. And like, I'm not trying to say that like 6,500 is nothing, and I'm not trying to like sound ungrateful for this, because I know I worked hard for this. But one thing that I always like to tell myself, to remind myself, is that you are far from the rest, but you are also always far from your best. And I understand that most 16-year-old kids don't bring in 6,500 in cash and 8,500 in closed deals a month, right? But like, even though I've been able to get there, I'm still nowhere near where I know I could be for my potential, for my knowledge, for my information, for my strategies, my connections, and everything that I've put in place. So, you know, like, as this next month approaches, being able to reflect on this and understanding that there's always more to do, right? There's always more to focus on. There's always more to reflect on. There's always more to find better solutions for, or to find better ways to optimize so that you can actually get better results. And that's the only way you're actually going to be able to improve, right? Because I always like to keep that humbling yet grateful kind of balance within my life, so that I'm actually able to enjoy my youth and understand the fact that this money I'm able to enjoy, I'm able to benefit from, and I'm able to understand that it came from my hard work, and let that empower me. But on the other hand, I understand that as an entrepreneur, I need to keep that humbling mindset and understanding that there are people out there who are doing better than me. There's always better to do, and I know that I could have done better if it wasn't for me getting comfortable within that 8,500 cash collected number, right? So, you know, it's a big lesson to learn, and it was a big reflection to have for this month. And you know, it's summer, like, it's truly given me so much time and clarity, because I don't have school, to really reflect on all this, right? And I think it's kind of funny, because like, the second I don't have school is when I have my biggest month. Yeah, like, this 6,500 cash collected is my biggest month ever within these 2 years of entrepreneurship that I've had working for myself, right? Yeah, it is the biggest month that I've had so far, and it's great. But I'm always like looking forward to doing more, to improving more, to understanding more about my business and how I can deliver better services, not only for others, but also deliver better results for myself. Even though I'm in Bali right now, like, I'm not gonna let that stop me from actually working. I've already booked like 3 calls for next month, when it's not even next month. I mean, I've got like 3 minutes left until the 1st of August. It's the 31st of July, 11:57 p.m. right now. So yeah, like thus far it's been absolutely incredible, and you know, like I'm happy with this level that I've come to, obviously because it's my biggest month, right? But I obviously want to keep that humbling side and understanding that I want next month to be better, because I know it can be better, and I know I have absolutely everything it takes to make it happen. There's absolutely nothing stopping me, right? So one thing that I've understood when it comes to the info business, and as somebody who's working in an info business or like an online coaching business, having success in whatever it is that you want to have in life, and I think I've repeated this so many times in my short form content, but I also want to include this here. Whatever it is that you want in life, whether that be to become fit, whether that be to make money online, whether that be to achieve whatever it is that you want in life, it comes down to two things, right? People think that, oh, you need to either work hard or work smart, or like if you work so hard, you'll be able to find success, or if you just work smart without like working that hard. It doesn't work that way. You need both. Like I've truly come to understand as I've worked in the info business that being able to find success in whatever it is that you want comes down to having the right information and the right work ethic to actually and truly apply that information so that you can get the right results. Having the right proven framework that's structured out with clarity, with simple step-by-steps, and be able to actually execute on them, it's guaranteed success. And then just pair that up with time, understanding obviously that if you put in the like work, it's not gonna get you results tomorrow, but it's guaranteed to give you results as long as you never give up, and as long as you let time do its thing to manifest your labor into a reality. But the only way that time will be able to actually manifest your labor into a reality is by you genuinely implementing the right things and actually implementing it and letting time do its thing. And I truly wish that this is something that I've understood beforehand, because for the first 2 years of my entrepreneurial journey, it really consisted of just hard work. Like I did not have a strategy. I did not have a brand. I was cold calling 150 times a day, and it was just absolute spam with no strategy. And nobody should ever put themselves in a situation where they work hard endlessly without a strategy, because it brings them nowhere, right? And it gives them that illusion of hard work, thinking they're achieving something, but yet they're not, because they don't have the right strategy to pair it up, right? Because I'm telling you guys, I've seen people work so hard for years on end, so hard, and yet earn like $2,000 a month. And I'm telling you this because my own mom works 7 days a week from 8 to like 10 p.m. because she has like 8 to 5, and then when she comes home after 5, it's online conferencing. And she makes like not even $2,000 a month. She works so hard, guys, and being able to make 3 times that in 1 month at 16 with 10 times less work is all I needed to know that what I understand is true. And what I understand is, and it's the truth that every individual needs to hear if they want to find massive success in life. And I'm telling you guys, like, it pains me to see my mom work that hard, knowing that it doesn't take that much. Right? It doesn't take that much to actually find true success. You just need to think outside the box. And this is why I'm also not going to university. The whole reason I came to Canggu in the first place is really to understand, like, once I graduate, which is in about a year, am I going to be staying in Thailand? Am I going to be moving to Dubai? Am I going to be moving to Bali to continue my business? I'm going to Dubai in October, and I decided to come to Bali during summer because I had the money to do so. Like, just being able to move around like that at just 16 and doing these things, it's all I needed to experience to understand that university is not meant for those who want to live a greater life outside of an office job. It's just not possible. And I've seen it with my own eyes. I've experienced it with my own reality to come to this conclusion. And even though it's something that's not greatly appreciated around, I honestly, I could not care less because I have the proof in front of me and this is all I need to truly understand this. So again, like this is sort of me getting into like the gratitude side of stuff, the fact that I was able to come back from Fins, enjoy my night, and have a bunch of plans tomorrow for Bali. And I'm gonna be continuing my vlog, but regardless, I know that obviously this month has been incredible. It's been my biggest month so far, but definitely not my best yet. So I'm gonna be working even harder. It is really late, so I am gonna go to bed, but you know, like it's the 1st of August now, but I've just had a really good moment to reflect, you know, like being able to enjoy those moments, being able to sit here and reflect on everything, being able to document it. Like I'm telling you guys, like everything I'm doing right now is out of pure heart and passion, and being able to document it is the only way that I'll actually be able to express that lifelong vision that I've always had, right? Like once I find success, then like that's cool, right? I'm just successful. But being able to document the entire process like I already have and like I will be continuing to do so is the truest and most authentic way that I can bring you guys along with me as I make this work and as I help others do the same for themselves. So anyways, I have to go to bed now because it's really late and I still have some stuff that I want to post. So I'm gonna head back to bed, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one and I'll see you in the Bali vlog once I finish it. Good night, guys.